Hey coffee cuties, we are back with another banger, and today we are going to be discussing the narrative that we all have 4C hair. So let's just get right into it. So oftentimes when we begin our natural curly hair journey, we'll come to YouTube to try to find our hair twin, or just to get some style tips, or just properly educate ourselves surrounding our hair. But the problem lies into, unfortunately, when we put 4C hair or type 4 hair into the search bar, we don't know what we're going to find. So we might find girls with all different type of hair patterns and textures. We might find white women with wavy hair. We might find white women in wigs. We don't know what's going to pull up, because at this point, 4C or type 4 is used for clickbait. Anybody puts it in their title in order to drive traffic to their channel, leaving a lot of black women that are trying to start their curly hair journey confused and just feel like they just cannot properly educate themselves, etc. So we as black women, we run into this hypocrisy, because on one hand, they tell us, oh, you guys all have 4C hair and that's where you fall, lacking the nuances to try to explain the different hair types, etc. And when we be like, okay, I guess I have 4C hair, then I'm black, I have textured hair, I guess that's where I fall. The next problem, the hypocrisy of it all, when we put 4C into the search bar, we'll see white women, like I said it before, we'll see all different type of things that don't even add up to our phenotype, our hair texture, etc. So today I am going to go ahead and set the record straight when it comes to type 4 hair, as well as 4C hair in particular. So first, we're going to get into where this all came from, where this whole type 4, type 3, type 2, where this whole hair chart system came from. So the hair chart system that we are referring to came from Oprah Winfrey's former stylist by the name of Andre Walker. So it is actually funny to add that 4C was not originally in the hair charting system at all. It was added later. But there also is a lot of controversy surrounding Andre Walker, because he was quoted, as you can see on the screen, basically stating that kinky hair is the type of hair that needs to be professionally relaxed because it's limited to styling. And as we know on this channel, that is absolutely false, and I cannot support that, because we know that 4C type 4 hair is in fact the most versatile when it comes to styling, as we can straighten it, wear it in twists, braids, locks, etc. We actually hold the styles the longest, etc. I did a full video on this topic, so be sure to click down below. But once the chart added 4C hair, that again is the category that they pretty much threw all the black women with textured hair. So today, I just want to add a little bit more of nuance to the conversation, especially as we as curly cuties are on a quest to build our own hair chart that properly represents our hair. And by the way, if you have any recommendations when it comes to the hair chart, be sure to leave them down below, such as what you'll like to see featured on the chart, etc. But first, we're going to start with pointing out the differences between the type 4 hair types. So we're going to start with 4A, which typically is visible to the eye as a S-like shape or springly, as you can see on the photo on the screen. So that is 4A. 4B typically is visible to the eye in a zigzag-like pattern, and as you can see the representation on the screen as well. And then when it comes to category 4C, it also has the zigzag pattern similar to 4B, but it is less visible to the eye. So I also want to add, before we move on, there are a lot of curly cuties that feel like they were completely left out of the 3 categories. Some people feel like it should be a 4D category, 5A, etc. So I just want to acknowledge that there are a lot of curly, kinky cuties that feel like their hair is not represented at all. But oftentimes, I want to add that many people, they actually miscategorize their hair, and that is going to bring me to my next talking points as to why. So a lot of times people judge their hair in their driest state, and if their hair feels dry, looks dry, etc., they automatically assume that they have 4C hair, and that is simply not true at all. So typically when you are trying to see which category, which hair type you fall under, they often tell you to do it on freshly washed hair versus dry hair, so you can fully get the full picture of your hair, aka adding water. So this category is basically wet versus dry. So next, another category that often allows people to unfortunately miscategorize their hair and just assume everybody has 4C or whatever is moisturized versus unmoisturized hair. So our hair textures and types, etc., appear different based off the products we use. So if you're using creams and butters and oils, etc., you might miscategorize your hair. That's why it is best to do it on freshly washed hair. But I also want to add too that there is a lack of nuance when it comes to the hair chart that Andre Walker created, because he does not address the fact that you can have multiple hair textures within your head, and your hair could be perfectly healthy, perfectly fine, etc. So you can, for example, have 4C in the back, 4A on the sides, 4B in the front, and again, your hair is perfectly healthy. So a lot of people miscategorize their hair because they were never told that they can have a head full of different hair textures and types, etc. But this reminds me of a quote that I saw from Green Beauty, where it basically stated that no one's hair is 100% alike, and our hair is basically like fingerprints. Our hair is uniquely created by God to fit or frame our beautiful features. So I do believe that the hair chart does have a purpose. However, when it comes to like things such as picking products, styling, or just the proper care of your hair and representing your hair. But overall, your hair is going to be a personalized experience. I actually got this from a commenter, so thank you for pointing that out, because sometimes girls, for example, you may like your hair to be more of a fluffy, carefree kind of afro look, while other girls may like their hair to be more defined. So you girls may both, for example, let's just say you both have 4B or 4C, or let's just say even 4A. You may like to wear your hair different, and there is no right or wrong answer. So again, it is a personalized experience when it comes to the whole ordeal. But when it comes to the hair chart as well, just even though a lot of girls do misrepresentate their hair, etc., I do feel like it is a great beginner guide to educate you in order to give you the knowledge to personalize your hair experience and basically be able to wear your hair to your own liking. So if you are at the beginning of your journey and you're trying to figure out what products to wear or what products to use, rather, where you fall, I did a full in-depth video, everything you need to know about type 4 hair, where I went into hair porosity, hair density, hair types, textures, etc. So be sure to check that video out if you are, again, wanting product recommendations, etc. Just some more solutions on how to properly educate yourself on how to take care of your hair. But in conclusion, this is the Coily Hair Community, and we are here to educate ourselves, support ourselves, uplift ourselves, and represent ourselves and the beauty of our hair in all forms. So in order to do that, we must properly educate ourselves and understand that there are different hair types and textures within the type 4 range. So again, we can be able to personalize our experience when it comes to our hair, etc. But I want to know what you girlies think. Have you ever been told that you have 4C hair? Basically just been thrown in the 4C hair category and with no explanation, just even though you can see the clear visible difference even on the hair chart, even if you are in your beginner stage. But everybody just insisting you're just 4C, and you had to do a lot of the digging, a lot of the self-educating to figure out maybe you're 4B or maybe you're 4A, etc. I just want to know your overall experience when it comes to figuring out where you fall within the type 4 hair range. Also, I want to hear from the girlies who feel like their hair is not properly represented on the hair chart, so that we can give them a voice as well. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to tell a friend, because we are lit over here. But this is the end of this video, and until next time, see ya.